G'day. Welcome to Ratbag. We're Mel and Sam.
Hello, I'm Mel.
And I'm Sam. We are best friends and we are also comedians. And this is the podcast where we kind of do whatever we want. We sing, we play games. It's all ridiculous. We talk today bouldering. We talk squirting.
We talk Renee Rap. We talk a little bit about our relationships and love and being gay.
Yep.
We talk about some fucked dating stories and we do a cursed song that's set in a bouldering gym.
And that's the truth. Stick around. We
Enjoy.
love you.
You get a rat and a bag, that's a rat bag. You put a bag on a rat, that's a suffocated rat. You put a rat in a bag, it's like squeak. Let's go, it's Ratbag.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Ratbag, the podcast where we do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, or Ratbag might come from you like animals and I like shopping, and that involves bags. So, Ratbag indeed.
Hey, that's what it'll be.
We're Mel and Sam. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Mel.
And I'm Sam. We're musical comedians and we've been given this ridiculous studio and these ridiculous mics to talk absolute smack.
We've been best friends for many, many years. I have some friendship points up today because I picked this cunty background.
This is really sexy by you.
It's so good.
It's really sexy.
Could be my fave so far.
That's good. Hey, beautiful.
Now, for those listening at home, if you're listening to just the audio version, jump over to YouTube to see that
Cringe.
beautiful cunty fire because I promise it's worth it.
We're kind of on YouTube. It's a really big deal. You're starting us off. Anchor alert. What are you doing?
Anchor alert, Nina. I'm coming in with the hottest take you've ever heard. Except it's not actually a hot take, and I think you probably will all agree.
Do you reckon I'll agree with you?
Yep.
Okay.
I reckon more people should be squirting. Thoughts around the room?
Starting off with a bang or starting off with a squirt? Can I?
I think we don't talk about it anywhere near enough.
Yep.
It's a majestic phenomenon.
Absolutely.
That people have just gone, and it's not an iota of judgment in my tone. I need to be really clear about that.
Go for it.
I think people have gone, oh, it's kind of like a myth. It's probably hard to achieve.
Like scissoring.
Yep. So many things that people go, oh, probably not. It's a bit hard and not many people can do it. I reckon more of us can do it than we realise.
Yep.
And we should all be doing it.
And I'm sitting opposite my best friend in the entire world who is so pro splash blanket.
Oh, yeah.
You are a splash blanket girly
My
pop.
splash blanket.
Would you like to explain?
Oh my God. Tom, do you know what a splash blanket is?
I could guess.
You can put two and two together, right?
Super sperm doesn't need a splash blanket.
No, but actually, honest to God, this is a brand deal waiting to happen from Splash Blanket. Tom, you actually earnestly, like no word of a lie, because it is for like sex things, but it's also earnestly like marketed for just like people who like to eat in bed, people who have kids,
Massive
people who have
spills.
babies, big spills of any shape
Or
or
big
size.
squirts.
Or big squirts, whatever. I love my Splash Blanket.
Because you are a squirter.
Oh,
Mellow
I
Brown.
am, naturally.
Yeah, to be honest, on the pod.
Beautiful. And you're not.
No, I'm not. Ew, sorry. No, I'm also Louis Armstrong, apparently. What a wonderful squirt. No, I have squirted. I love that probably my parents are listening to this
I know.
pod.
I
That's
had
beautiful.
that thought as well.
Nah,
and then I
fuck
went,
it.
who cares? No one talks about it. So sometimes
this is
you
Ratbag.
got to be the one to do it.
I have squirted.
Dad, don't listen to this one.
I have squirted twice. And
Oh,
God,
have
it was
you?
good. Yes.
I thought
But
that you hadn't.
No, but it's not. Because here's the thing. Maybe it wasn't a squirt. It felt like a lot of liquid. But
Yeah.
in my brain, I still have porn brain of squirt being like,
Yeah,
like a sprinkler.
Yeah.
Explain you're the squirting expert.
No, I'm not the squirting expert on this pod.
Squirting expert.
Every podcast needs one.
Yeah.
Got to also, let's name it while we're all thinking it.
Yep.
The word squirt,
Yep.
terrible word, right?
I don't dislike it.
You
Is
don't
it
dislike
is
it?
it an onomatopoeia? Does it sound like the way it onomatopoeias?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See, you
don't-
can use big words on this pod, so can I.
Yeah.
Onomatopoeia.
Intelligence alert. Sam's turn this episode.
I like the word squirt.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Nah,
Yeah.
see, I'm not a fan of the word, but the action itself, so beautiful. I actually have a gorgeous story about squirting that I would love to share.
Yep. Can I ask you one really quick question?
You can ask me actually
how
anything
many,
in the world.
How many squirts
Yeah.
have you done? Stick with us if you're on YouTube or listening. We love you so much. Thank you to the people that make this pod possible.
Thank you to the Nickelodeon set. I would like almost every time I have sex.
Good God. So we're talking hundreds.
Yeah.
Mel's fucked a lot, man. No, tell me the story. I just wanted to get an idea.
So this is a beautiful story. It's one of my favourite stories. I might have told you this already, but I feel like it's worth putting on the pod for all to hear. Naturally. Can't wait for this to live on the internet forever. No. So those of you who don't know, I'm in a beautiful relationship with my girlfriend. Her name is Sarah.
Yep.
Beautiful girl. So in love with her. And we're very sex positive in this house, right?
Absolutely.
Like, absolutely. Like, there's not a lot of things that could happen in the bedroom, really, for me, that I would be like, that's a bit too far.
Yep.
Try everything once.
Yep.
Whatever. Open-minded. We were having sex one time. I squirted, as you do.
Naturally.
Or as you don't, as I understand.
Yeah.
Made quite a large mess. Quite a large puddle, right?
Yep.
No squirt blanket, no splash blanket.
Just a regular blanket from Kmart.
Because it was at my house and we were at her house, which reminds me I need to buy another one. Anyway.
Beautiful.
So we're at her house. We have sex. I make this large mess and we kind of like picked up the covers and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like it was actually like really a tremendous large patch.
Because squirting can be a lot of liquid.
It can be a lot or it can be a little bit. And
me asking you as a question because I'm still not sure. Beautiful. Keep going.
You actually just pissed yourself and didn't squirt. You're like, I don't know, man. Yeah. And so she's like, baby, who cares? Like, it's hot. Like, let's just go like clean it up. And so we pull back the covers and it had gone all the way through the doona, through the sheet, through the mattress like cover.
Good God.
Onto the mattress. So I went, no, I've taken it one step too far.
Yep.
Some squirts are too powerful for
this is now a waterbed.
Yeah, I was like, this is too much. So I was like, literally, let me take care of it. I stripped the bed. I go get, I didn't really know what to do. So I like scrubbed it a bit and then I was like, I'm just going to get a hairdryer to because I'd scrubbed it, I'd cleaned it with like detergent and water.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, beautiful. I'm going to go get a hairdryer to dry this so that I can do that. Now, I need to paint a word picture. It's me sitting on the bed with a hairdryer plugged into the wall, holding it like right on top of the mattress. And then looking at my beautiful girlfriend just like standing there being so gorgeous. And if this isn't the gayest thing ever, I don't know what is. I was literally so distracted looking at my girlfriend who I love so much, going, wow, isn't she so beautiful? Look at her as if she looks like that. I'm the luckiest girl alive.
Post-squirt and she's never looked better.
She's never looked better. Just standing there, right? I'm oogling at her. And then all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, I see literal flames and embers start to rise from this mattress. Because what I had done is I had held the fucking hairdryer too close to the mattress, that it had fucking caught alight with my squirt. Most people are like, watch out for hairdryers and fucking alcohol and fire. And I'm like, nah, watch out for the squirt juice because honestly that'll start a fucking fire. So it catches alight on the mattress. I then freak out and I'm like,
that definitely passes the Bechdel test. Your squirt being alight. That's almost in a portrait of a lady on fire, but it's portrait of the squirting on fire. That's beautiful. Did it feel quite sapphic looking at that?
Literally, I was like, okay, so my life's a movie.
Okay, so I'm art.
Okay, so I'm art. So unfortunately, it gets better from here. You think that's a great story, Mel. It gets literally so much better. So I start to like blow it out. I'm like, do I need a fucking fire extinguisher? I don't know. So I'm like, I blow it out. And then, now, if you're listening in your ears, I need you to jump over to YouTube to see what I did with my face. Because what I did was I blew out the fire.
Yep.
And then I went,
what?
And I looked up at Sarah like this. And then I went, baby, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I had no idea I'd done that. Now, this is an important part of the story. You need to remember exactly what I said, right? I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that. I didn't mean to do that. Because what I had done is it had caught fucking on fire and left a perfect circular ring of burn mark in her mattress, right? And I thought that it had caught on fire and then it would kind of be over. But it had left this fucked burn. Sarah goes into the most... Now, this is where it gets complicated, but it'll be funny in the end, I promise. Yeah. She goes... Baby, literally, it's fine. Like, mistakes happen. Like, don't worry at all. Yep. She goes and gets the fucking cleaning products, Jif, and like all this other stuff. It's both us two lesbians all being like, I don't know what to do. Clean things. We just like get all this Dettol and things. And she's like, she comes back with like these long gloves on, like gloves up to her elbow. And I was like, Diva, that's probably a bit extra.
Cleaning lady.
It's just a burn mark, right? She starts scrubbing at it and she's like, and then she starts making this really big effort to be like, I need you to know, like, I really don't want you to be embarrassed. Like, this really isn't a massive deal. Like, I promise. And I was like, this is a bit extra for like what it is. And then I realized, and I turned to her and I went, Sarah, did you think that was shit? And she was like, isn't it? And I went, No, babe, it's a burn mark from when I squirted and then my squirt caught alight, obviously.
Bless her little heart.
And then we obviously launched into hysterics because she thought that I'd shat the bed.
Oh my gosh.
But no, just a fire.
Just a fire. That's a really, really great story.
Thank you. It's a good one.
Yeah. I'm hoping that by the end of the year, I will catch my own
Squirt alight.
Squirt alight. Portrait of a squirt on fire. Main actor, me.
Nina. Art alert.
Beautiful.
Now, Sammy Andrew, thanks for listening to the fuckery that was that story.
Yep.
I believe you've got a new segment for us.
I do. And you know what? I'm not too proud to say that this start of this podcast might be a bit more Mel-centric because we're going to turn the story back to Mel again. And you're only as good as your most selfless anchor. And that's the truth. I've decided, let me start that again.
Go, girl.
So this is the problem with only speaking 10 words at the start, then you really forget how to speak.
Go, girl.
So, welcome to a new segment that I like to call A Different Perspective. This segment, because, Mel and I, we understand we're both queer. We're both queer women. We have very similar brains, very similar minds. We have very similar opinions, but this podcast, it needs to have different opinions.
I love where this is going. It's important we mention as well, I don't know what this is.
Absolutely.
I'm being surprised by this as well.
I don't even need my notes for this. This segment,
Okay, brag.
It's really important that if we're doing a queer podcast, we need to offer a different perspective. And I am sitting opposite someone with the most opposite perspective to a U-Haul lesbian, and her name is Mel O'Brien. So it is important that if you are listening to this episode, you understand that we are outsourcing for different opinions. I've done it now. Mel O'Brien is the most beautiful non-U-Haul lesbian I've ever met. And as someone that has absolutely engaged in a lot of U-Haul behaviour in my lifetime, flying to Sydney for pussy, etc.
Those who know.
I would like to talk to you about your beautiful relationship with Sarah. It's interesting that the
Sarah-centric of it all.
You started talking about Sarah at the start. I went, fuck, she's stolen my idea. Nino, I had it before.
Nino.
We've got to stop saying Nino. Okay.
Real quickly, Tom, are you in for Nino?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
That was a lag, but love you so much. Thank you, Super Sperm. This is a gay segment. We won't be getting any of your perspectives, but thanks for being an ally. Okay. Mel.
Babe.
We know that, so for anyone that doesn't understand what a U-Haul lesbian is, it's basically lesbians are very quick to jump to the moving in stage, the saying I love you stage, the moving into state. All of those things are encapsulated in what we call a U-Haul lesbian.
Yeah.
Mel O'Brien, slow and steady wins the race. That was the second name that this was going to be called, slow and steady, but we're calling it a different perspective. Category, you.
Take it away.
Thank you for being my guest. How long have you and Sarah been together? Genuine question.
Yeah. So we've been dating since February. So this coming February, it'll be 3 years. So
3 years.
3 years since we went on our first date. But it took us a while.
That was going to be my next question. Yeah.
So it'll be in February. It's 3 years since we went on our first date.
On your first date. My next question for you is, how long into consistently and properly dating Sarah, so seeing each other at least once or twice a week, did it take for you two to say that you were girlfriends? Because I love this story and it is a really different perspective and I just want you to share it.
Oh, I love this. This is so sweet.
She's the most interesting woman in the world. She squirts and she's smart. Go on. It's Mel O'Brien.
I actually love you so much.
Tell me about how you and Sarah came to be.
So we went on our first date in February of whatever that was 3 years ago. 2021 it must have been.
Yep.
So Sarah and I met doing a musical together.
Yep.
I was the music director and she was cast.
Yep.
And this is so embarrassing. Wait, I feel vulnerable.
You also don't have to give full
No,
details.
but I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I'm obviously going to. And she walked in the room and I was like, who the fuck is that? I'm so in. I was like immediately stunned by her.
Yep.
Cringe. And,
not at all.
No, was immediately so taken by her. And then I was obviously like, oh damn, I have a really big fat crush.
Yep.
But I was very conscious of any kind of power dynamic of me being on a creative team and her being in the cast.
Yep.
Super conscious of that. So I was like, I don't want to act on anything
Yep.
while the show is happening.
Yep.
Because even if I was like, she seems keen. I was like, I don't think you could ever be sure that there wasn't a power imbalance. So I was like, I'll wait till everything's done and we're no longer in that frame of mind. And then, in classic femme for femme behavior, I asked her pretty outright on a date.
Yep.
After the show was done.
Gorgeous.
And she was like, I love my friend Mel. I'd love to go see her play with you. But it was so obvious that I was asking her out on a date. And then I said, actually, it is a good story.
Yep.
It is a good story because actually I just realised this.
Yeah.
The context was that right before I'd met Sarah, I had been royally fucked over by this boy
classic tale.
who had crumpled my heart and thrown it in the bin. And I felt like the key message was that I felt like I had my time supremely wasted.
Yep.
And so when that happened, I was like, okay, do you know what? I'm never having my time wasted
Which
again.
is a great angle to have.
Yeah, never having my time wasted again. The next time I meet someone and I really, really like them, I'm just going to tell them kind of straight away or close to straight away, because what's the point in pining and yearning for years and then going, I like you one day, and then being like, oh, I don't really feel the same, and being like, well, what the fuck was the point? And I also had this revelation about like, why is telling people that you like them such a terrifying
You are the
thing?
CEO. Mel O'Brien, you've actually taught me that it's okay to just be honest and say you have a crush on someone. I love it.
If that's my legacy, I'm a happy woman.
Yeah.
Because I just love this idea. I'm like, if I think about it in reverse,
Yep.
I'm like, if the idea of someone coming up to me and being like, Mel, can I tell you, like, I just think you're so hot and cool and I have a bit of a crush on you.
Yeah.
Always a good thing.
Yep. And there's an easy way to get out of it if you're not into it.
Even if it's not reciprocated, like you just can say to the person, oh, that is the kindest thing ever. I see you more as a friend, but like, I think you're fucking cool.
Yep.
Like, whatever. Anyway, so I'd had this revelation. We were like back at her house. I sat on her couch and I just said to her, I was like, Sarah, I was like, just so you know, I have the biggest, fattest crush on you. And it makes me feel like nervous even when I talk about it now because I was so nervous. And she was like, I was like, how does that make you feel? And she was like, I'm stoked, but also like I earnestly had no idea, which is hilarious.
Classic.
Because I think when I'm flirting with someone, it's so obvious.
No.
But it's clearly not.
Yeah. I think you are such a warm person though that often
can be mistaken for flirting. Yeah. Anyway, but the long story short of it is that was beautiful. We went on our first date. It was a brilliant first date. Then we were seeing each other. In answer to your question, it did take from February to like June.
Yep.
To go, what are we? What's
Which
happening?
is huge. Usually it's
Which
1
is
week.
long for queer time.
Yep.
And then the only reason that we had, and this is crazy, the only reason we really had that conversation, I would say, and it probably would have happened anyway, but was because I was going interstate for Fangirls.
Yep.
And so we kind of needed to have like okay, what are we doing? Are we dating? Are we together? What's happening? And then, so we were kind of like, yeah, we're dating. But then it still took months after that to be like, okay, now she's my girlfriend.
And you still don't live together.
We still
and
don't
I
live
love
together.
that. And that's a different perspective.
I loved that segment.
Yeah, I'm good at outsourcing. I do my research. Yeah, we'll always get different perspectives for you. Don't you worry, guys.
I love that.
I love your relationship so much.
Thank you so much. I mean, I love Sarah so much. Sarah loves you so much.
Beautiful. Well, I'll be joining for your next squirting session, and that's the truth.
And with that in mind, please enjoy this beautiful ad that's about to come in 3, 2, 1.
Bring bitch.
I kind of have a question, and you two seem really cool and hot and smart. Hello?
Bring, bitch.
Oh, bring, bitch. It might be time.
It's actually the best thing in the world when I open up my phone and I see I have the best story for you as a DM, and I go, brilliant.
You know it's going to be good.
And we know that this question was going to be answered a lot. It's dating stories, best dates, worst dates, weirdest matches, anything. We don't really care.
We found as well, even when we just said the hotline's open in general, so much of what we got was, guys, I have to tell you the most fucked dating story,
100%.
blah, blah, blah.
And I'm going to share one of mine at the end because,
please.
God, it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so
with these sapphic flames, it'd be rude not to.
With these sapphic flames. This one is fantastic. Instead of asking if I wanted to go out for a drink or for a coffee, he simply just asked me, would you like to go out for water? And honestly, that's so resourceful.
I was going to say,
you don't need to spend money to have fun.
Okay, so responsible king.
Responsible king. Not assuming her favourite beverage.
No.
And I love that.
Not
Water.
assuming that they drink it all.
Not assuming that they drink at all.
It's a safe
water.
bet.
To go out for water. I'm actually obsessed with that one.
That's hilarious.
Here's another one. He hit on the waitress during our date and then complained that a homeless man didn't thank him enough for his dart. I'm a lesbian now.
Bravo.
That is so cringe. I cannot.
Not the flirting with someone on the date and then being like,
so bold.
what's going on?
That is so bold. I screenshotted this one. Let me just open it up. Sorry, everyone. Give me.
I'm also so sorry that you're all going through this. It's brutal out there.
Someone sent me this as a note. Yeah, I've got one. How about that time that I picked up a 40-year-old construction lollipop lady when I was 21 by continuously giving her free almond lattes from the cafe that I worked at? She eventually agreed to go on a date with me and turned out that she was recently divorced with 3 kids but still made out with me in her car after dropping me off home because I didn't have a license.
Oh, wait. There's so much to unpack in that. First of all,
The lift home is so good.
we've got to name it. Why do I think lollipop ladies fuck?
Lollipop ladies
Fuck hard.
because they know about they know power.
they got good with their hands.
Yep, they're probably tops.
Good with power.
I reckon they're tops.
All lollipop, perfect. Lollipop ladies are
Lollipop
tops.
ladies are tops. Maybe.
Was that a sapphic thing, or was it,
Yes.
or is that a?
That's absolutely someone that I know.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
And I know a lot of lesbians. That's a lesbian story if ever I heard
Wow.
one. Let's share one more from all of these.
Apparently, being a lollipop. Oh my god, a lollipop lady pays like crazy good.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard this?
No.
Yeah, apparently pays like crazy money.
Yeah, right.
I might pick up a shift in between.
Yeah.
in between seasons.
They would be so offended by asking if they want to go out for water. They're like, water? I've got
Yeah.
fucking money.
Also, water. I need sustenance to stand there every day.
Or someone responded to this and said, sorry, I don't have an answer for you because I've never been on a date. And I went, hey, that's beautiful.
Honestly, good on him.
I'm going to share mine.
Can you please?
This one is kind of recent.
Gorgeous.
This was like a year and a bit ago, which is not recent.
I love that I don't know which of your dating stories this is going to be.
Yeah. So I was on Hinge at the time and I was responding to a prompt that was on Hinge. And this person had this, because you know how you can have memes and stuff on Hinge?
Yeah.
Some people, they don't just have photos, they have memes. And I was
Yeah.
like, great. And this was a meme. I don't know what character. It was like an anime character or something on it. It was surrounded by flames and it said, I suffer from BPD. Best pussy disorder.
Mm-hmm.
And I responded
yes.
and I went, oh my God, same. That's the first part of this story. We then go during the winter time to a beautiful rooftop bar and we sit down for the date. Chats are flowing well. Haven't dated in a while. I was like pretty nervous, getting a bit of the cobwebs
Getting the
out.
cobwebs
Yeah,
out.
I also don't drink. And sometimes first dates when you're sober can be fucking hectic. I'm sitting there having my water, but spicy water, soda water, resourceful. I'm sitting there and then this person goes to me, oh, Sam, can I be honest? It is really, really nice to be on a date with someone that has BPD because, you know, I just feel like for me, dating with BPD, I want to make sure that the people I'm connecting with really understand it. And I'm sitting there and no dots are connecting in my head. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I'm just looking at them and they go, yeah, you know, I only really want to date people with BPD. I'm like, that's fair.
Beautiful.
But I am not your woman because I don't have BPD. And it didn't make sense to me. We had the entire date, light chats, moved on to chat about other things, about work, about life. And then we leave the date. It's all good. I don't even know if we kissed. I think we kissed each other on the cheek. I went to my car, drove myself home sober. Goodbye.
Naturally.
And then I go to Mel and I go, I just went on the most bizarre date. They thought I had BPD and I don't have BPD as far as I know. And I don't understand why they've said that I do.
Yeah.
And then Mel goes, well, can I have a look at your message history? And I go, yeah, absolutely, because Mel knows everything about me ever. And Mel goes, Sam, you're an idiot. And I go, what? And Mel goes, you've responded to a message and said, oh my God, me too, I have BPD. And I went,
Maybe
no.
that could be it.
And I went, no, I don't. I have best pussy disorder. And then I went, oh my God, I'm a fool. And so I sent them this really apologetic memo and I went, hey, babe, I love that date we went on. I've got to be really honest.
I
do
made
not-
a whoopsie.
I do not have BPD. I do have best pussy disorder. You might never find that out because I've lied to you so disgustingly. I wish you all the best. But that is the story of me and not having BPD, but indeed having best pussy disorder.
Oh, it's such a good story.
I mean, no disrespect to the person. They were a fucking awesome person to
No,
go on a
absolutely.
date with. I just felt like an idiot that I couldn't put 2 and 2 together.
So it was the thing that sent me about that story was you coming and going, I don't know how this could have happened. And me going, maybe when you said you have BPD.
Because I really
maybe
just-
that's why she thought you had BPD.
My brain looked at it and went, best pussy disorder. Didn't even think BPD. And that's the truth. Anyway, so that's my worst dating story. Thanks so much for playing.
So good. Hey, Tom.
Hi.
You just sounded like a kid in school. Hi.
Hi.
Now, when you have a daughter or a son, they might start to go on some dates. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to be stoked for them, very supportive of them.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be a very open and supportive father.
You would be you are the most beautiful dad, full stop.
Oh, thank you. That's very
What
kind.
was your?
It's
Can I
true.
ask? What was your first date with Elle?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
partner?
were friends for many years before we started dating.
I love that. Mel
yeah.
loves that.
I
Slow
love
burn.
that.
Slow burn.
Also, so many brilliant relationships start as friends.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
so pro that.
She was checkout chick and I worked in grocery stacking the shelves at
I
Coles.
love that.
Yeah.
I
At
love that.
Coles.
Yeah. So we worked together for like 4 or 5 years. She used to give me a lift to work because I didn't have my license and stuff. And
Lollipop lady alert.
Down, prices down. More like love is up.
yeah, and it was nice because I feel like all my other relationships ever up until her were all about falling head over heels
Yeah.
and all this. But this was just a really slow get to know you.
That's the
Yeah.
way.
You know, there was never a moment, never a light bulb. And that was the difference for me, I guess.
That's beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
fucking gorgeous.
How long have you been together now?
I think 11 years.
Oh.
I love love.
So this is love. With these sapphic flames, it's so correct.
That's beautiful.
Hey, luckily for everyone, that takes us into a beautiful segment called Girl Dad.
Is he having a boy? Is he having a girl? Who cares about the binary? It's girl dad.
Tommy, have you got some questions for us this week?
I have a question for you.
Our singular
Go for
question.
it.
Go
yeah,
on.
I have a question I found on the internet that got me going where I was like, I don't know how I would deal with that.
Okay.
I love this.
Surface level might be simple, but I think it's a little more complex, right?
Yeah, great.
Yep.
Now, quickly, sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you,
please.
Tom. For those playing at home, if you haven't heard an episode of ours before, we have this segment called Girl Dad. Girl Dad, Tom is so excitedly expecting a baby. He already has a little boy.
Yeah.
We were saying, imagine if it's a little girl. And then Tom was saying, you guys are girls, you can give me advice. And that's what this
That's how
segment
it
is.
came to be.
No, sorry, carry on, babe.
No, so like imagine, right? I've raised my kids
Yeah.
to be good people.
Yep.
Right? You want your kids to be kind, compassionate, and caring. Obviously, that's something you want to instill your values into, right?
Yeah.
But then one of my children were at like Northlands or something at maybe 16, and suddenly out of nowhere, they go, oh my God, Dad, look at that loser over there wearing like Target clothes. Or something like
Like
that.
working for Target.
Or like wearing like cheap clothes.
Wearing cheap
Oh, right,
clothes.
right.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's just like,
Yep.
where does that come from? How do you deal with that? That's not something you ever instilled upon your kids.
Yep.
Where's that coming from? Is that friendship groups? Is that
Yeah.
online? What would you do?
It's a
Yep.
great question. I think this pod should turn into an earnest parenting pod.
That's a really good question.
It's a great question.
Because I
by
think
you, Tom.
the easiest thing would be
Yep.
to go, don't judge people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
how dare
yeah.
you? You're grounded or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But where's it coming from?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
obviously no parents would instill that into their children.
100%.
Yeah. Gosh.
I have a first of all where I
Go
would
for
go.
it.
Love it.
I feel like first of all,
Yep.
I would go. What made you say that?
Yeah.
You know, like start with curiosity.
I agree.
By being like,
That's what I was gonna
by
say.
being like, that's really where did that come from? Why do you think that they're a loser because they're wearing those clothes?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then depending on the answer that they gave, I feel like a gorgeous, earnest, just like lesson in. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, it's so hard, isn't it? But I'm being like, that's not really like how we judge people, and like it doesn't really matter what people wear. And
Yep.
What if you'd sort of emerged that it was a friendship group sort of thing?
I would then be, whether I am close or not close to the friends, to my kids' friends' parents, I would probably be having a conversation at school pickup or school drop off and go, I have to share the most
Yeah,
bizarre
that's
story.
good.
And it's not accusatory. It's not going, and it's come from you, but going, my little boy Johnny, when I was at the shops, said
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I can't believe it. Have your kids said anything like
Yeah.
that? I would also be conscious of not instantly wanting to point fingers and
Yeah.
decide who it's come from.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you
yeah.
actually have no idea. It could be coming from the kid that isn't decked out in the nicest clothes.
Yeah,
but my
yeah.
brain would go straight to to the rich parents. This is such a
100%.
Yeah.
generic, boring answer by me. But
It
No,
is
no,
though,
no.
because
No,
I
I
think my
agree.
brain went to TikTok or social media straight away. That's where I thought I would assume.
yeah,
See, that's a really interesting thing. And I do not have any perspective because I've never raised kids during this age of social media. And I think I was, me 2 years older than you, ridiculous. I was raised probably in that perfect peak where we only started to get social media towards like high school, thank God. But some of my cousins and stuff who are beautiful, grounded people, the shit that they were exposed to when they
Yeah.
were in primary school
Yeah.
is disgusting.
No, I think about that all the time too, and how different it would be to be in high school or it's for me, it's the primary school. Being in primary school, like being worried about what's trending on TikTok and what TikTok you're going to make when you get home so that you can like be cool. Like I
think one thing as well that we're extremely lucky for here in Australia and in Melbourne is I went to school with uniform and thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, casual clothes allow people to express themselves so freely. And really be able to feel like themselves. It is a huge
part of it,
but
I agree.
And I will admit it on this couch right now, I can be vain. I really care what I look like.
Yeah.
I remember at uni, I was like, I have to be in a different outfit every single day. So thank God I got to wear a uniform.
Yeah.
But that kind of comment would break my heart if my kid said it. But that's a really good point. That definitely could come from social media. Yeah. They're saying now, I recently did an interview for a news company that will remain nameless because they are saying that now more than ever, so many young girls, their career aspirations are to be an influencer and be a TikToker.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get my perspective on like, should kids drop out of school? Should kids not go to uni and get a tertiary education? I mean, not everyone needs a tertiary education. We know that.
Yeah.
And not everyone needs to go to school to year 12.
100%,
but it was really interesting now that so many kids have their sights set on being an influencer.
So interesting. Whereas that was just not an option for us at all.
God, no.
I also feel like what it's done is it's made kids mature so much quicker, which obviously everyone knows that's the most base take ever.
No, I agree,
But yeah, I feel like I look at like 12-year-olds or 11-year-olds now and I'm like, what on earth? Like And it's double-sided because they probably know so much more about the world and are probably so much more switched on than we were in a lot of ways. But yeah, in other ways, I'm like, oh, don't you just want to be going to Build-A-Bear a bit?
100 and going to the pool and eating Whiz Fizz and chilling out. I guess my question to you, and this could totally change, have you and Elle thought of an age that you're going to allow your kids to get on Instagram, to get on TikTok, or are you kind of going to wait and see what the world looks like when they're of age to go?
Yeah, I think it has to be played by ear. And I actually have this down to talk about one day, but let's just fucking do it now. Is I'm not worried about Instagram or YouTube because I know it. I'm worried about the apps I've never heard of.
100%.
When my kids are 15.
Real.
The app that when I look at their phone, I'm like, what's that app?
Like Snapchat scares the shit out of me because I've never been on it.
Same brain. I was about to say Snapchat's scary to me.
Yep.
And whatever new one comes up, that's so real.
So I think moderation, education for myself as much as my kids is probably as important.
Yeah.
I need to get whatever they're on, I'm going to get on.
Well, hey, that was a gorgeous girl dad. Thank you so much for that, Tom.
Beautiful.
We're going to launch into a little kick-ons before we do a hit it, toots and end the episode.
I love that.
I have a Would You Rather prepared for kick-ons.
I love Would You Rather.
That I would love to share with you today.
For anyone that's listening for the first time, Mel and I love Would You Rather, but not your usual Would You Rather have penises for hands or vaginas for mouths. We like to go and get a little bit creative with them, and sometimes they're near impossible, and I'll be thinking about them for days.
And what's beautiful is what I've done is lie, because I thought I had a Would You Rather, and actually I have a fuck, marry or kill.
I love that. I love
So sorry.
Fuck, marry, kill, or as we've been reminded, the British say snog, marry, avoid.
Do they?
But in Australia, we're like, kill. They're like, we just say avoid, but pop off.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill, Samantha Andrew.
Yep.
Now, it's my understanding that in high school you were in a production of Seussical.
Correct.
Great. Fuck, marry, kill, the entire cast of that high school production of Seussical.
Yep.
But they're all grown up. They're not minors.
Yep.
So they're all like our age now.
Yep.
But they're all dressed in their Seussical costumes.
Yep.
And they all travel around in a little pod, like in a group with you. How many within that cast would you say?
Oh, it were like 30 maybe.
Yeah, great. So 30 of them.
Yep.
30 of them like follow you around in a little like thing.
Yep.
So the 30 as a pod.
Thank God my sister wasn't in that one because that would really change everything.
So that's the first option.
Yep.
Second option is a lesbian you meet who is a bouldering specialist. So like loves... Why grunt?
No, that was not a grunt. I was about to go like this. I would be so in.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, what the hell? That's so off-brand if you're like bouldering, a lesbian. No.
A mask.
So a mask lesbian who's a bouldering specialist, who's super hot, super slay, but they can... There's always a caveat.
Yeah, I love the caveat.
They can only ever speak in bouldering metaphors.
Fuck me. Bouldering's so specific.
Yeah, and so that's going to affect your emotional connection. Yeah. And also, once a year, they have the ability to fully shave your head.
Once a year?
Once a year.
Well, then I'm
So-
constantly bald.
Yeah, so you're never growing long locks. But
Yeah.
beautiful mask lesbian bouldering specialist.
But we all know I'm vain, so I don't want to be bold.
Yep. Third option.
Bouldering, bold.
Third option.
Yep.
Just is Renee Rap.
Oh,
But she can only communicate in rap.
good God.
And she also insists, because that's not too bad. You'd go, that's too easy. Obviously, Renee Rap's the best,
Yep.
speaking in rap. She also insists on carrying a full lifelike replica of you in doll form around her neck with a label on it that says my wife. It's pretty weird.
Now.
That's my fuck, marry,
Yep,
kill.
that's really
Take
good.
it to the room.
God, it's got so many tiers.
Yeah.
I think we all know that I want to be famous, and Renee Rap will absolutely get me there based on how famous she is currently.
Yeah.
And if she's constantly wearing me around her neck, that's any PR is good PR. So I'm going to marry Renee Rap.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I have to kill the Susical pod. That is to think of them moving like a spider and just constantly being around me and being like, I had a little trouble because I grew a little tail whilst I'm trying to like order a coffee. That's something of nightmares. Nah, I would kill the Susical pod.
And you-
long live theatre, but I would kill the Susical
And you're
pod.
fucking the bouldering lesbian.
I would fuck the bouldering lesbian.
Yeah.
That's still hot, but good God. But wait, one shag, just for our British audience, one...
We get it. Your girlfriend lives in London.
No, we haven't even unpacked that. We'll have to save it for another time. Fuck the
That's
fuck
a
the
really
bouldering
good
lesbian.
answer. Tom, are you allowed to answer this fuck, marry, kill as a married man?
I think it's obvious, right? As like a person who's been practicing monogamy for 11
Yeah.
years, I'd have to fuck the Susical cast, right?
And you're a theatre kid. Yeah, naturally.
Yeah. So then who would you marry?
I guess Renee Rap, but I don't know
Right.
who that is, so I'm
Elle,
down.
I'm here for you, girl, okay? This is going to be a really hard
I
divorce.
love, this is why we have a different perspective.
Yeah.
Tom just said, I don't know who Renee Rap is.
beautiful.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah. And I guess the last person I have to kill.
Kill the bouldering
bouldering.
lesbian.
Yeah.
Give me one...
Right, so you're a
Which is sad.
homophobe.
Yeah, I guess I'm homophobe.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
Mel,
sad.
give me one piece of smooth talk as a bouldering lesbian. What's bouldering smooth talk? Because I don't know bouldering enough.
Be like, hey, baby, later on, do you want to, if you put your heel on that yellow rock, I think we'll all be the blue rock at the end of the day.
You know what? I'm into masks so much that that's still hot.
You're wet right now.
Yeah, I'm like-
You're like, and what else? Twirling your hair.
100%.
Ew, I just snorted and it wasn't put on.
What's your answer?
Actually, you've put me on the spot. I actually haven't thought about it. I guess I would.
That's really selfless of you.
I guess I would. Okay, what would I do? Hold on. TikTok goes the clock. Let me have a moment. I would marry the Susical pod.
Yep.
Because it's giving.
Good to be a polygamist.
Good to be polygamous. Never bored.
Never
bored. And at the end of the day, I've got the theatre bug. I'd love to burst into a show tune or two with my husbands and wives.
A lot of them are not practicing music theatre performers now, but they're
True.
school performers, but that are probably now lawyers and doctors.
But even better.
Beautiful.
Good diversity in the marriage.
Good.
Marriages. I'd marry the Susical pod. I'd fuck Renee Rap with the Mel doll around her neck. And
It could have had the Sam doll and it could have been a threesome, but that's okay. Mel's dating Sarah, and I'm okay with that because my girlfriend lives in London.
and I would kill the bouldering lesbian as much as
Hey.
I love them.
That's the most beautiful fuck, marry, kill. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I think it's now time to absolutely sing something.
Let's play Hit It Toots.
Singing is not annoying, and everything is better as a song.
All right, welcome to Hit It Toots, where we make up a song completely on the spot. We don't even know what the genre is because we're musical comedians and we love to have a bit of a sing.
Naturally.
You'll be the soprano to my alto. And I've got the perfect idea for what our Hit It Toots can be
Yeah,
today.
go.
We've already said her name. She's very much in the zeitgeist.
Go on.
Renee Rap.
Oh, yeah.
But we are both going to play Renee Rap, and this song is going to be set at a bouldering gym.
I love this so much.
Now, bouldering, for anyone that doesn't know, is climbing up like rock walls.
Like
right?
rock climbing, the indoor rock climbing centres.
I called it rock walls. That's so cringe. We don't know what genre it's going to be. This will be improvised. So, Tom, what genre are we doing today?
Today, we're doing disco.
Oh, I love
fun.
that. Can I have one sip of water?
Yes.
Sorry.
Of course.
Go, girl.
So the genre is disco.
Yep.
We're
Okay.
both playing Renee Rap.
Great.
Great. Oh, yeah.
Take it away.
I heard you don't need a harness to climb the wall, but I wanna go up where it is tall. 'Cause I played Regina George in that damn musical. I'm Renee Rap, I'm climbing the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my wispy bangs and my curtain bangs in place. Climb the wall, right to left, and yellow to blue, and black and red. You wanna come with me to the bouldering wall? We can be a lesbian together. It's the most sapphic activity we could possibly do.
'Cause I'm a pillow princess, and there's lots of lesbians here. 'Cause I do bouldering. Are you all super queer? I'd like to lie down on this pillow, and you can lick my pussy.
Lick my pussy!
Is that how it works in bouldering?
Bouldering. Yeah, the key change. I wanna put some chalk in my hands, fill it all up, oh yeah. Climb the wall with my girlfriend. Woo!
I wanna put some chalk on my hands, climb that wall. I don't need a man. That's the most millennial sentence I've ever said in my life.
I wanna play my music while I climb the wall, listen to my own music, play Snow Angel and the rest of them, yeah.
But my tummy hurts, yeah, my tummy hurts, 'cause I don't know how to climb the wall. But I'm still lying on this pillow, someone lick my pussy.
And I'm stuck in the air. I want you to clip that carabiner on there, oh yeah, and take me down.
I'll take you down.
Down the wall.
And now it's time for a Renee Rap. Okay, yeah, I'm climbing up the wall and my tummy really hurts and I'm climbing really tall and I don't know where it hurts, but I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna go bouldering. I'm gonna go and I'm not smoldering. I'm feeling hot 'cause this is exercise and there's a key change and what the fuck is this song? Everyone on TikTok's gonna be like, fucking fire them both.
Sorry, when you're into that rap breakdown, I almost lost my mind. Sometimes I forget you're the cleverest person I know.
But none of that rhymed.
I don't care.
those.
You're so clever and
No.
talented and funny. Guys, my Samantha Andrew, give him a round of applause.
Love you. Sorry, Renee Rap, if you're watching that. You know why I said that though? Because she has claimed that she's a pillow princess. She's
she
outwardly
really?
said it on the internet. Yeah. Otherwise, that would be
It's funny
inappropriate.
you say that because when you said it, I was like, she gives me top
No,
energy. I'm
someone
kinda
held up a
surprised.
sign at one of her concerts, either being like Pillow Princess Rights or something, and she called it out and was like, I'm a massive Pillow Princess.
Oh my God, that's so
Don't quote me on
iconic.
that, but I read that on the internet.
Hey, and whatever
Hey.
you read on the internet is always real.
And that's true. Guys,
We've arrived.
team, that is the end of the Squirting Renee Rap Bouldering Spectacular.
Thank you so much for sticking around.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram.
We
Our
would love
Instagram
that.
is the Mel and Sam. You can find us there. Anything else, Sammy?
We've also got an album out. If you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
listen to some of our music, we have a song called Lesbians Don't Get the Ick. It's not set in a bouldering gym, it's set in IKEA, but maybe listen to that. Hey, you can maybe buy a squirting blanket from IKEA. So that all ties in very well. If you're listening and you're the person that had BPD and I went on that date with you, I thank you and I'm so sorry.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us for
Bye.
Ratbag.
Mel and Sam would like to acknowledge that this podcast was created and recorded on stolen land.
The original custodians of this land have had a rich history of storytelling for over 65,000 years, and we pay our respects to the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, whose land we are making Ratbag on.
Treaties were never signed, sovereignty was never ceded, always was and always will be Aboriginal land.